Nia Jax attacks Tiffany Stratton, but stops Naomi from cashing in. WWE shocker. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. In WWE, the action inside the ring is only half the story, because sometimes the real chaos happens after the final bell. And on a night when Tiffany Stratton should have been left unconscious. When Naomi had the perfect opportunity to cash in her money in the bank contract. Everything changed, because Nia Jax made a move that left the WWE Universe stunned. She brutalized the champion. She cleared the path. And then, she blocked the cash-in. What just happened? Why did Nia Jax attack Tiffany Stratton in one of the most savage assaults of 2025? Only to stop Naomi from doing what she's been waiting months to do? Was this chaos or strategy? In today's full 4,000-word breakdown, we unpack why Nia Jax turned on Tiffany Stratton, Naomi's near cash-in moment, the deeper story behind Nia's shocking intervention, what this means for the women's division heading into SummerSlam, and how this sets up a three-woman war for gold, power, and revenge. Because one thing is now crystal clear. Nobody is safe. Not the champion. Not the threat with the briefcase. And not the fans who thought they knew how this would end. Let's rewind to how this all began, with a champion growing too comfortable, and a monster who had other plans. Tiffany Stratton's golden reign. Tiffany Stratton walked into 2025 as one of WWE's fastest rising stars. With a SmackDown Women's Championship reign built on finesse, confidence, and underhanded brilliance, she quickly established herself as a cunning champion who knew how to win, even when outmatched. She had survived Bianca Belair, Roxanne Perez, Liv Morgan, even a brutal triple threat match involving Iyo Sky and Shotzi. Tiffany wasn't just holding the title, she was owning the division. Her character oozed entitlement. Her promos dripped with arrogance. And yet, she kept delivering. Week after week, she'd tell the WWE Universe, "It's Tiffy time, and this championship isn't going anywhere." But there was always one looming threat she couldn't ignore. Naomi, with the money in the bank briefcase. Naomi, who could strike at any time. And another threat she never saw coming. Nia Jax. The irresistible force had been keeping a low profile, until she didn't. Nia Jax returns to Rec Shop. After a brief absence from TV following WrestleMania 41, Nia Jax made her surprise return to SmackDown in June 2025. She came back with a new focus: destruction. No more teaming. No more backstage interviews. Just pure violence. In her first night back, she obliterated Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn in a 2-on-1 handicap match, without breaking a sweat. The message was clear. I'm not here for friends. I'm here to take over. Weeks later, Nia confronted Tiffany Stratton backstage, and the tension was instant. Tiffany, never one to back down, smirked in her face and said, "You're big, but I'm the champ. You'll never be me." Nia responded with a quiet smile, and walked away. But fans knew, this wasn't over. And on the July 12th episode of SmackDown, everything exploded. The attack. Tiffany had just defended her title in a grueling match against Zelina Vega. She was exhausted, barely able to stand. But she grabbed her mic and shouted, "Another one down. Still your SmackDown Women's Champion. Tiffy time isn't over." The crowd was booing loud. And then, boom, Nia Jax's music hit. The arena popped in confusion. Tiffany's eyes went wide. Nia slowly made her way to the ring, expression cold, step methodical. Tiffany started shouting, "This isn't your moment. This is my show." She turned to leave, but Nia cut her off at the ropes. Bam! Nia headbutted Tiffany so hard she hit the mat like a rag doll. The assault began. Running splash in the corner. Samoan drop. Then, the annihilation. A banzai drop that flattened Tiffany's ribs. The champ screamed in agony as referees poured into the ring. Nia stood tall, unbothered, arms crossed. But then, the roof blew off the arena. Naomi's music hit. Naomi strikes. Almost. Briefcase in hand, Naomi ran down the ramp to a thunderous ovation. She paused at the ring steps, smiled, looked at the ref, handed over the briefcase. Cash-in was happening. The ref called for the bell. Naomi slid in. Tiffany was motionless. This was it. But Nia was still in the ring. And she didn't leave. Just as Naomi leaned down to hook Tiffany's leg. Wham! Nia leveled Naomi with a devastating clothesline. The crowd gasped. The bell never rang. The match hadn't officially started. Nia picked up Naomi and hit a Samoan drop, right next to Tiffany's broken body. Then she stepped over both women, looked down, smirked, and left. The ref clutched the briefcase, stunned. The bell had not rung. The cash-in had been stopped. And Nia Jax had just thrown the entire women's division into chaos. The aftermath. Backstage, chaos reigned. Naomi was helped to her feet by medical staff, furious but refusing to speak. Tiffany was stretchered out, clutching her ribs, screaming, "Sue her! Sue her! I'm the champ!" The next day on WWE.com, an official statement was released. Due to Nia Jax's unauthorized interference, Naomi's Money in the Bank cash-in was deemed invalid. Tiffany Stratton remains champion. Social media exploded. Some fans praised Nia's move as chaotic brilliance. Others called it sabotage. Why would Nia help the woman she just crushed? But maybe she didn't. Maybe Nia just didn't want Naomi to win the title either. Motives and mind games. So what's Nia Jax's endgame? On the next episode of SmackDown, Nia finally spoke. In a chilling backstage segment, she said, "Tiffany Stratton's days are numbered. But Naomi, you don't get to cash in after I do the dirty work. You want a title? Earn it. Until then, stay in the shadows." It wasn't about friendship. It wasn't about strategy. It was about control. Nia doesn't want to be champion. She wants to own the path to the championship. She doesn't just destroy her rivals. She destroys their opportunities. And now, she's made enemies out of both Naomi and Tiffany Stratton. What's next? SummerSlam triple threat? WWE officials are scrambling to manage the fallout. And rumor has it, a massive triple threat match is being planned for SummerSlam 2025. Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax versus Naomi, SmackDown Women's Championship. Each woman has something to prove. Tiffany wants revenge. She's the champion but hasn't won a match clean in months. She's desperate to hold onto her spotlight. Naomi wants justice. She had her moment, and Nia stole it. Now, she's coming for both of them. Nia wants dominance. She doesn't care about belts. She cares about power. This isn't a wrestling match. It's a war. And the question remains. Can Naomi survive long enough to cash in? Can Tiffany withstand another beating? And can WWE contain Nia Jax before she destroys everyone? What started as a routine title defense has turned into a powder keg. Tiffany Stratton, beaten and bruised. Naomi, robbed of her golden moment. And Nia Jax, St. Because now everyone knows. The champion can be broken. The briefcase can be blocked. And Nia Jax can ruin everything. Just because she can. So what happens next? Will Naomi finally get her revenge? Will Tiffany survive another attack? Or will Nia Jax take the title by force before either can react? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear. The women's division has been flipped upside down. And at the center of it all stands a monster who answers to no one. Nia Jax.